Analyst Wolf here. Welcome to a brand new series on FM 17. How many times am I gonna say that this year? I don't know, but I'm back. Now I know I said I wasn't gonna come back, and I know I said I was pretty much done with FM. But once you start documenting FM, right? Once you start doing a YouTube series, once you start blogging your series, once you start uploading pictures on Twitter of your series, once you start streaming, once you start documenting, period, FM, it's just difficult to escape. It's like a drug. Like, you have to keep documenting what you do. You can play as many offline saves as you wish, but nothing feels right unless it's documented. You ever heard that song from Chingy and Tyrese? Every time I try to leave, something keep pulling me back. That's FM. Every time I try to escape, the game keep pulling me back. So I've kind of just given in. I kind of just stopped fighting what's meant to be, and I'm just gonna ride with it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ride with it. That's what I'm just gonna chill, have fun. This time around, I'm gonna play the game for me, not anyone else, not for the reasons I was playing FM before. This is solely for me, hence the team on the screen. Another thing is a big thank you to Boot FM, not a shout out, a thank you, because he's actually the only guy who personally reached out to me via DMs. We exchanged numbers and we've been talking, and there was a lot of misunderstanding from I kind of say from both of us, especially on his side of the fence, because there were things that he thought he knew and he didn't, and once I explained, he understood, and once he explained, his side of the things about the problem I had at the time, I kind of understood. So now we're basically on the same level. We're both on the same wavelength. So expect a lot of collaborations with him, because he's so sound, great guy. So yeah, I gotta put some respect on his name. So everybody in the comments, just hashtag respect Bood, or just Bood FM. Just, I don't know. Anyway, welcome to a brand new series with Arsenal FC. Now, why have I chosen Arsenal in the Premier League? First of all, I tend to always stay away from the Premier League in my FM series. If you go check out my channel, I think I've only got just one FM series that I actually started in the Premier League, and that was West Ham. I did a Blackburn series, but I actually got promoted into the Premier League, so that don't really count. So we're going with Arsenal. Second reason is I had an absolute fantastic series with Arsenal on FM15 behind closed doors. I created such a beast team. Key player in that team was Victor Fisher back then, because that was when Victor Fisher was kind of a beastly wonder kid at Ajax. I signed that Marchuka and he was just cleaning house up front. It was a wrap, yeah. So that was quite it's a bit of nostalgia, if you will. So that's kind of why I'm going with Arsenal. And also, it's just death for Arsenal, because every time these Marchukas rise up to the top, and they're on the top, I swear there's some hidden curse put on Arsenal. I'll swear to you, trust me. So if we walk down the corridor and we go over to Arsenal's trophy cabinet, y'all see a couple trophies in the cabinet looking quite fresh, but not the big trophies, the small ones of recent, but the big ones from the past. So 13 Premier League titles which they have won in, let's go check this one out. Hold up. 1931, 1933, 1934, 1935, 1938, 1948, 1953, 1971, 1989, 1991, 1998, 2002 and 2004. Hashtag the Invincible. Come on. European Cup winners once, and that was in 1994. I was 1 year old. In the Europa League as well, they won that in 1970. The FA Cup, they have won this 12 times in 1930, 1936, 1950, 1971, 1979, 1993, 98, 2002, 2003, 2005, 2014 and 2015. In the EFL Cup, the English Football League Cup, or back when it was like the Carling Cup or Capital One Cup, this cup has changed so many times, it's a wrap. They've only won that twice, in 1987 and 1993. So maybe that would be nice to kind of get back into the trophy cabinet. Maybe it would be nice to even though it's a trophy no one really cares about, maybe we should care about it. Maybe we should bring some respect on that tournament. No, I don't know. Anyway, the FA Cup, the FA Community Shield, not the FA Cup. I'm talking about some. They won at 1930, 1931, 1933, 34, 38, 1948, 1953, 1991, 98, 99, 2002, 2004, 2014, and 2015. So, one trophy you're not seeing on there is the Champions League. So that is definitely a target and a goal to reach 100%. The Premier League, we gonna win that anyways. And the Community Shield, but for some reason, because they haven't won the Football League Cup that many times, I do kind of want to care about this. I really do. Top corporate facilities, superb training facilities, excellent youth facilities, youth level is fun, good junior coaching, and well-established youth recruitment. You already know, top facilities out here in Emirates. Come on, mate. What? Come on. So the tactic we're running with for this season, or this series possibly, is my Wolfie Attack version 1. I had to recreate it because I actually deleted FM, but that's another story. So we're going with the 4-2-3-1. I feel like that personally suits Arsenal very, very well. They've got the players in every position for that tactic. The style of football I'm playing, especially for the back four and probably in the midfield, again, the players that we have got, it's like this tactic. You could say this tactic is actually suited for Arsenal, and so are the players. The players are also suited for this tactic, so it works hand in hand, really and truly. Now, for those of you who are new that probably come across this, I'll explain the tactic briefly, because everyone who's watched my previous series, well, starting from, I'd say, Dortmund, that's when I kind of created this sort of philosophy and this tactic and this style of football. What I like to do is I like to keep my inside forwards inside, and I like to make sure that my fullbacks are instructed to stay on the outside just so they can overlap. Then when the inside forwards drift in, you got more chance of scoring. Hence why in every series you see that my inside forwards get a lot of goals. I don't do this tactic because I don't know how to create any other tactic. I do this tactic because it's a formula that just works for me. Buda FM said it perfectly fine, that he just plays the football that he knows how to play on FM, and that's the same with me. That's my tactic. That's what I does. That's how I get my goals. That's why my inside forwards, my attacking midfielders, and my strikers all get top goals every season, because it just is a tactic that creates death, really and truly. Oh Lord, hit my mic. 1 second. Bitch. Anyway, the striker position, obviously y'all know that Arsenal are struggling with acquiring the services of a world-class striker right now, and even with the strikers I've got now, the complete forward role doesn't seem right. I don't know why it doesn't seem right, but this tactic wouldn't suit a target man, because my players are not instructed to pinpoint a target man. So I can't use a target man, and there's two strikers I've got are not fast enough to be poachers, so or just don't have the stats that I would require in a poacher. So I have to kind of go with this complete forward role, but it just don't seem correct. I don't know what to do. Anyway, with that being said, we're playing an attacking mentality. The team shape is very fluid. You can change it or put it on fluid. So if you are copying this tactic now as I'm talking, then it's up to you which one you're going to go with. But very fluid does seem to work quite nicely. So we've got higher tempo, which I'm contemplating right now putting on low, but I have to, because of these dumb freaking restrictions and requirements. Talk about some possession football, I've got to create another tactic anyway, so we're balancing out those philosophies. We're meeting the philosophies that the board have set. So I'm probably going to keep this on higher, but when I do create a second tactic, I will probably put it on lower, because I've got a tactic in mind that I'm going to create. Then we've got the team width on balance, high defensive line because we're using the offside trap. We've got close down more, use tighter marking, which will enable our players to stay on the feet, because they don't need to get stuck in and slide everywhere. Stay on the feet, get the ball back, pass it forward, let's go for the attack. Play out of defense, ain't talk about some direct football, we just want to keep it calm and simple. Pass into space. Now, someone in the comment section down below who knows about tactics and stuff, let me know what pass into space means, because I always thought it meant you pass to a player who's in space. But when I read the shits, It's talking about some pass into space instructs players to look to make passes into open spaces. So basically, that to me is saying that it's not passing to a player who's in space. It's passing kind of like a through ball kind of pass where there's an open space in the pitch and you pass it through in that space to the shed. That's what it's saying to me. I don't know, but someone in the comment section let me know. I don't even know what I just said, so good luck trying to figure that out. Mixed hey bitch, I did not put that on mixed, I put that on short. Chill with your shit. Retain possession as well when you keep the ball. Look to overlap, work ball into box. Now I'm going to see how this works for a little bit, but I usually don't click work the ball into the box. I usually just click overlap, and my fullbacks tend to just cross, ping, ball in the goal, death. That's what seems to happen. Working the ball into the box might give my inside forwards a bit of trouble scoring, might give my strikers a bit more goals to score. So I don't know, it could work both ways. Low crosses, I don't like to do high crosses because I don't know, I'm always scared that we're never going to win the header, but I shouldn't be with this team because we've got Lucas, who's quite tall, and we've got your boy Giroud, who's quite tall. So I don't know. Run at defense. Yeah. So the instructions, some of them I'm trying out for the first time, really. So this is still, hence why I always put 1.0, because I always like to develop my tactics. So this could possibly change, but yeah, we'll have to see. Now, before I head off and end the episode, I like to mention that Arsene Wenger is still at Arsenal. Yes, this guy is still here, but it's all good. It really is all good. I don't really mind him still being here because Arsene Wenger is a good manager, whether people agree with his transfer philosophies or policies, should I say, or whether they agree with his managerial style or his style of football. Whether you agree with Wenger or not, the man is still a good manager. He's held up Arsenal for this amount of time. He's still good, and having someone with that knowledge in my backroom staff is definitely going to be beneficial to me. It's going to be beneficial to the players as well. And not only that, when I'm not playing the preseason matches, he is. So I've got me playing the Premier League matches, and then I've still got a manager playing my preseason. So it's the best of both. Like, the combination for me works both ways, and I actually do think that having Arsene Wenger as a director of football still kind of keeps the Arsenal feel around here. Like, the whole legacy isn't done yet. He's still got room to do stuff, and you never know. I might even give him some responsibilities to hook me up with some transfers. You never know, because Wenger, I'd say at least 45% of the time he been clean with the shit when it comes to transfers. So we gotta put some respect on his name, just a smidget of respect, not fully, smidget. Well, I hope you have enjoyed the introduction episode. Make sure you leave a like if you have. Subscribe to the channel for more of this series. Leave some comments down below. This is all going to be pre-recorded, by the way, so if you're going to leave transfer suggestions, then don't, because I'm going to be doing a whole lot of recordings over Christmas, and then I'm going to pump this out whenever I feel like I'm ready to upload again. Possibly this will come out in January, so I might be talking like at the right time, or this might come out before January, so ignore everything I just said. But nevertheless, I'll see you for the next video. Take care of yourselves. Ciao.